support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on!
I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile!
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile!
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy I 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover these 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on! I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
And welcome back here to CVCC, Howard Lake Field, ready for Game 2 between the Chattahoochee Valley Pirates and the Coastal Alabama South Coyotes. My name Matt Melton, your play-by-play guy, joined by producer Mazzani Matthews. Thank you for joining us here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, getting ready for this Game 2 showdown. As leading off for the Coyotes will be number 5, Seth Payne. We will tell you about the Chattahoochee Valley starting lineups here momentarily. As the first pitch of the game is fouled away for a strike at 3:49 p.m. Eastern Time. Starting on the mound today for the Pirates in Game 2 will be right-hander Evan Duncan. Duncan wearing number 32, the 6'4", 220-pound right-hander, is a sophomore out of Millbrook, Alabama. Swing and a miss there on an off-speed down and away. Quickly ahead in the count, 0-2 to Payne is Evan Duncan. Right-hander into his motion. The 0-2. Fastball right down the middle. Strike 3. So 3 strikes, 1 batter in the game, 1 out. And that will bring up number 1, London Prashad, batting out of the 2-hole today in Game 2 for the Coyotes. Duncan goes into his windup. The first pitch of the at-bat is low for a ball. Duncan coming into today. This is 9th appearance on the year as well as his 2nd start. ERA sitting at 4.83 with a record of 5-2. The 1-0 was swung on and missed. Fastball, 4-strike-1. Duncan, those 5 wins, leads this Chattahoochee Valley team. Also has 33 strikeouts on the year to 24 walks over 31 2/3 innings. Productive year so far for the right-hander. That one hits Prashad, however, and Coyotes will have a 1-out base runner. And that will bring up the 3-hole hitter, Kennedy Leggett. Leggett batting out of the 3-hole once again here in Game 2. Similar to what he did during Game 1. This top of the first inning back in Game 1, it was when the Coyotes did a majority of their damage. If you missed it just earlier, a 10-5 win for Chattahoochee Valley in Game 1. But the Coyotes struck for 3 runs in the top of the first inning. Give you the defensive alignment for the Chattahoochee Valley Pirates here following this 1-0 pitch from Evan Duncan. Prashad dancing over there at first. Fastball taken right down the middle. Defensively for the Pirates, starting in the outfield left to right, we've got Amari Allen once again in left, Kendall Jackson in center, and Connor Cosby in right field. Around the diamond out at third base is Canyon Meeks. Tell you the remainder after this 1-1 pitch from Duncan. In the dirt, ball 2. Out at shortstop, there's a change from Game 1. Johnny Blue is starting at short for the Pirates here in Game 2. Second base once again. There's a change as well. Grayson Hall. First base, Brody Pierce. And behind the plate will be Michael Fallon doing the catching for the Pirates here in Game 2. 2-1 from Duncan. That one popped foul down the right field line. Cosby giving chase down the line, and it will drop foul for a 2-2 count now. So 2-2 here to Leggett. Leggett with an RBI single back in Game 1 in his first plate appearance. Has the count even here to the big right-hander for the Pirates, Evan Duncan. Two-two delivery. Fastball way high, and the count is now full. Number 13, Derek Jellin on deck, the cleanup hitter. Payoff pitch to Leggett. Fastball swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 of the inning, as well as out number 2. And that will bring up the Coyote cleanup hitter, With a runner at first and 2 outs here in the top of the first. Our Carroll Purdue at State Farm first inning here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. First pitch of the at-bat from Duncan. Fastball hit out to second base. Fielding it as Hall, throw over to first for the out in time, and it is a 1-2-3 first inning for Evan Duncan. So the Pirates will come up to bat here in the bottom of the first. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Pirates set to make their first plate appearances here in Game 2. Leading off for the Pirates will be the center fielder Kendall Jackson, who is batting out of the leadoff spot today. They will be doing so against a left-hander for Coastal Alabama South, Spencer Nicholas. First pitch swing and a miss by Jackson, 0-1. Give you the Pirate order real quick. Jackson, Allen Meeks, 1, 2, and 3. Cosby, Grayson Hall, and Brody Pierce, 4, 5, 6. And rounding out the order, Johnny Blue, Jaden Nunez, and Michael Fallon. The 0-1 fastball high, 1-1. Nicholas, a left-hander for Coastal Alabama South, wearing number 20. 6 foot out of North. Very successful program out of the Tuscaloosa area. Member of Class 7A in AHSAA. The 1-1. That one fouled out of play, 1-2. Nicholas also comes into today's game. This is his 8th appearance on the mound, as well as his 5th start. ERA sitting at 8.85 with a 1-2 record. 15 strikeouts, 210 walks. The 2-2 popped up on the infield, but the catch will be made by the shortstop Jellin for out number 1. So that will bring up Amari Allen, the left fielder, for Chattahoochee Valley. Allen started game 1 with a bang, with a double. Hit very hard out into the right center field gap. See if he can get something here similar. Behind in the count, 0-1 to the left-hander. That one chopped over to first base. Del Vecchio plays back on it. He will grab it and step on the bag for out number 2. So very quickly, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And we'll bring up Canyon Meeks. Meeks moving up in the lineup as well, seeing a big jump compared to game 1. Meeks batted out of the 6th hole. And had a pretty decent game, had a pair of RBI singles. Game 2, he will bat 3rd. First pitch of the at-bat from Nicholas. Fastball outside for ball 1. 1-0 here from the left-hander. That one is just outside as well, ball 2. The Game 1 win was Chattahoochee Valley's 20th of the season. Pirates now sit at 20-17 overall, as well as 11-8 in conference play. Continuing their stellar recent run, as Meeks is now ahead 3-0. With that result, the Pirates have now won 6 of their last 7 games, as well as 4 straight. Fastball taken inside for strike 1. Pirates also looking for the season sweep over the Coyotes and can get so with a win today. They're 3-0 against Coastal South already this season. 2-out walk there to Meeks. First walk surrendered of the game for Nicholas. And that will bring up the Game 1 Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, Connor Cosby. Cosby drove in 2 runs during Game 1. Had a single and a triple. Chance to do damage here with 2 outs. First pitch swing and a miss on a fastball. 0-1. Here from the left-hander. Try the high fastball again, but Cosby did not offer. Count 1-1. Same uniforms for both of these teams compared to Game 1. Chattahoochee Valley in the yellow and blue. Coastal Alabama South, in the all red. Cosby behind the count now 1-2. Nicholas delivers. That one fouled into the net. Number 25 for the Pirates, staying alive. Should he reach base, it would be Grayson Hall on deck for Chattahoochee Valley. Lefty versus lefty matchup here. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Check swing, and they ring him up. So Cosby retired via the punch out. Nicholas's first of the game. And after 1, your score is 0-0 between Chattahoochee Valley and Coastal Alabama South. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on. I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. Top of the second, score 0-0 here in Game 2. Tyler Del Vecchio set to lead off the top of the second for the Coyotes. First pitch swing and a miss on a fastball from Evan Duncan. Duncan working a clean first inning, 2 strikeouts. Did have one batter reach on a hit by a pitch. That pitch below in the dirt, ball 1. Weather conditions not all that different from game one. Sun starting to come out a little bit more here. Temperature at 66 degrees. Winds north-northeast at 6 miles per hour. So the winds have died down just a little bit from game one, but still a little breezy. Could cause some problems on a potential fly ball. 2-1 from Duncan. That one in the dirt, 3-1. Del Vecchio way ahead in the count now. Grayson Roberson on deck for Coastal South. 3-1 delivery from Duncan is a fastball high. Excuse me, now count 3-2. So payoff pitch here from Duncan. Fastball right down the middle, called strike 3. Third strikeout of the game from Duncan. Del Vecchio retired via the punch-out, and that will bring up Grayson Roberson. Roberson, the sophomore out of Bridge Creek, Oklahoma. One of the many sophomores on this Coastal Alabama South team. Getting start once again here today in game 2 at second base. That one hammered over to first base. Nice stab there defensively by the first baseman, Brody Pierce. And he will step on the bag for out number 2. So a diving defensive play over there at first base by Pierce. On a hard hit ball down the line. That was not an easy play to make by Pierce, but he made it look routine. His first pitch delivered for a strike by Duncan. That will bring up the Coyote catcher, number 3, Harrison Cook. That one is low for ball 1. 2 outs here already in the top of the second inning. 1-1 count to Cook. It's been an impressive showing so far from Evan Duncan on the mound for the Pirates. The lone blemish really that hit by a pitch. The 1-1. That one is behind the catcher Cook, however. For ball 2. So 2-1 count here. Right-hander delivers. Fastball kind of borderline call, but it's called ball 3, so the count now 3-1. Three-one delivery. Check swing, but it is called ball 4, so it is a 2-out walk for Cook. First walk of the game surrendered by Duncan. And that will bring up a new face to the Coyote lineup here for game 2. Be number 6, Rock Gerhardt. And he will face Duncan with a runner at first with 2 outs. First pitch high, gets away from the catcher, Fallon. A roll to the backstop. Cook will advance down to second base on the wild pitch. Gerhardt has only appeared in 8 games so far this season with 5 starts. Or excuse me, no, he has appeared in 5 games with 2 starts. .231 batting average on the year. Has driven in only 3 runs, but has a chance to do some damage here with a runner now in scoring position. 1-0 swing and a miss, 4-strike 1. Good velocity early on from Duncan out there on the mound for the Pirates. Looking to get out of a jam here in the top of the second. 1-1 delivery. Fastball high, 2-1. So a 2-1 upcoming here from Duncan. Right-hander delivers to the plate. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 2-2. Should Gerhardt reach, it would be another new face, Sean Green. Batting ninth today for the Coyotes. Green would be on deck. 2-2 with 2 outs in the top of the second. Fastball high, but he did not offer. Count is now full. Cook will be running on contact out there at second base. Payoff pitch from the right-hander. That one's in the dirt. Fallon gets a glove on it, but Cook will advance down to third base, following the 2-out walk to Gerhardt. And that will bring up Sean Green. Green only appeared in 7 games so far this year with 4 starts, 143 batting average. Not a lot of action so far this season for the Coyote 9-hole hitter. His first pitch is delivered, strike 1 by Duncan. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Duncan delivers. That one hit out to left field. Allen going back just at the wall, and it is gone. 3-run home run from Sean Green. And similar to game 1, Coastal Alabama South jumping out to an early lead. So the 2-out walks from Duncan come back to bite. And as a result, the Coyotes with a 3-0 lead here. That will flip the lineup card over and bring up Seth Payne. Fastball delivered by Duncan for strike 1. That was the first home run of the season for Sean Green. Prior to that at bat, he had only driven in 1 run all year. And a big fly drives in 3 runs to give the Coyotes an early lead. Nice breaking ball there from Duncan. Count now 1-2. So 1-2 here from Duncan. And the umpire rings him up for strike 3. But the Coyotes strike on a 3-run home run from Sean Green. Your score, Coastal Alabama South, Chattahoochee Valley, 0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy.
Welcome back here to CVCC. Your score, Coyotes 3, Pirates 0. We get set for the bottom of the second inning. Nicholas's first pitch of the inning is called ball 1 to the 5-hole hitter, Grayson Hall. This is Hall's first plate appearance of the day, .259 hitter on the year. He takes ball 2 there. Draws the start today for the Pirates in game 2 at second base. Two-0 from Nicholas. That one fouled away behind the plate, 2-1. Two one here from the left-hander. Hall hits that one out to right center. Right fielder going back, and he is under it and will make the catch for out number 1. So a fly out there from Hall will bring up Brody Pierce. Pierce moving a spot up in the lineup from game 1. Now batting 6th today after batting 7th in game 1. Went 1 for 3 with a single and a pair of ground outs, did Pierce. Yet again starting at first base. 1-0 from Nicholas. Fastball taken, strike 1. Count now even. 1-1 from Nicholas. That one hit down the first base line, but it will be foul for strike 2. So a 1-2 count here, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Delivery from Nicholas, a swing and a miss on a pitch outside the zone for strikeout number 2 on the day for the left-hander, as well as the second out of the inning. So that will bring up number 10, Johnny Blue. Blue, another new face to the lineup in game 2. The first pitch is delivered high for ball 1. Blue, a .270 hitter on the year. He's only appeared in 13 games where he has started 8. So he gets his 9th start of the season here this afternoon. Off speed taken for strike 1. Count now even, 1-1. One to Blue. That one hammered out to right center field. Right fielder going back on it, and he will make the catch on the run. So a pair of nice defensive plays out there in right field for the Coyotes. Pirates retired in order, 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on! I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, And here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. Your score, Coastal South 3, Pirates nothing. As 2-3-4 due up for the Coyotes. First pitch is delivered, ball 1 to the 2-hole hitter, London Prashad. Prashad was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Strike 1 delivered there. Freshman outfielder out of Ancaster, Ontario, Canada. Wearing number 1 for the Coyotes. 1-1 delivery. That one hammered back to second base. Second baseman Hall makes a diving play, but the ball gets into center. And it will allow Prashad to advance to second. So that will be ruled a hit for Prashad. Second baseman Hall did do a good job of slowing that ball down. However, as hard as it was hit, it would have been a really difficult play to make. So Coastal Alabama immediately with a runner in scoring position to lead off the inning for Leggett. Leggett struck out in his first plate appearance. Takes that one low for ball 1. Wind's definitely picked up here a little bit as of late. Judging by the flagpoles blowing out to either right center or dead center. Probably sitting around close to 10 miles an hour at the moment. One count here to Leggett. Top of the third inning. Prashad leads at second. The pitch. Nice fastball there on the inside corner for strike 2. Derek Jellin, shortstop on deck for the Coyotes. One-two delivery from Duncan. Tried the fastball high, but Leggett did not offer for ball 2. Leggett did drive in a run during the first game. Looking to do the same potentially here. 2-2 delivery. That one hammered out to left field and down. Prashad gets the wave around third. Allen's throw will come into third base. There will not be a play at the plate, and it is 4-0 Coastal South. So the third hit of the game allowed for Duncan. Fourth run. And that will bring up Jellin, the shortstop, who grounded out with Leggett over there at first. First pitch breaking ball outside for strike 1. For the right-hander Duncan. 0-1 delivery. Squaring the bunt is Jellin. Nice block there from the catcher Fallon on what would have been a wild pitch. Be interesting to see if the bunt is still on here for the Coyotes. 1-1 delivery. It was not, and it was taken for a strike. So 1-2 count here. Del Vecchio, the 5-hole hitter, on deck. 1-2 from Duncan. That one in the dirt. Nice job by Jellin to hold up his swing. 2-2 now. Infield depth pretty normal for the Pirates. Pitch from Duncan hammered out to right center field and down. Cosby gets to it. Runner getting the wave around second. Leggett will advance to third without a throw. So they're at first and third now with nobody out. Following the single from Jellin. So we will have a meeting at the mound here for the Pirates. Be head coach Hunter Vick coming out to talk to Duncan. And it looks like we will have a pitching change, so we are going to take a break with them. We will tell you about the new Pirate starter when we come back in a minute on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here to CVCC. New pitcher for the Pirates will be left-hander number 31, Ben Waif. 6'1", 180-pound left-hander out of Shelter Island, New York. He inherits a mess here in the top of the third. Runners at the corners, nobody out for the Coyotes. First pitch delivered for a strike to Tyler Delvecchio. Delvecchio retired via the punch-out during his first plate appearance. Leggett at third, Jellin at first. Following back-to-back singles. The 0-1. Runner was on the move, but the pitch fouled away into the net, 0-2. Grayson Roberson on deck for Coastal South. Have to imagine Waif would want to face him with as few batters or as few runners on base as possible. The 0-2. Nice block there from Fallon. Jellin on the move down to second. He will take second on the wild pitch. So 2 in scoring position now. Still nobody out here in the top of the third. Your score, Coastal Alabama South 4, Chattahoochee Valley nothing. Pirates looking for the season sweep over the Coyotes, following a 10-5 win during game 1. 1-2 delivery. That one hammered foul down the right field line and out of play. Delvecchio stays alive in the count. So 1-2 here from Ben Waif. Southpaw delivers. Tried the breaking ball down and in, but did not offer what was Delvecchio. 2-2 count now. Count now even. Nobody out. Top of the third. Left-hander comes set. The pitch. Chop foul behind the plate. Delvecchio putting up a fight. Pretty even series between these two. We mentioned it earlier during game 1. But following that game 1 win, the series dating back 2024, now tied 6-6 overall between these two teams. Breaking ball down and away, and the count is now full with nobody out. Chattahoochee Valley has won all 3 so far this season. With that win, they also extended their record here in Phoenix City to 3-2 since 2024 between the two teams. Payoff pitch. Fastball outside, and the bases are loaded. Catcher Fallon will come out and have a word with his pitcher Waif. That will bring up Grayson Roberson. Roberson grounded out during his first plate appearance. Chance to do major damage here for the Coyotes. Still nobody out in the top of the third. This inning kind of mirroring what Chattahoochee Valley did during the bottom of the third back in game 1. First pitch from Waif. That one chopped out to second base, or short. It's fielded by the shortstop, but there will not be a play. So a run will score. Infield single for Roberson. Does score a run. So that run charged to Duncan, his 5th. Now we'll bring up the catcher Harrison Cook. Still nobody out, bases loaded full of Coyotes. First delivery of the bat from Waif. Fouled out of play for strike 1. Jellin at third, Delvecchio out at second, and Roberson at first. The last 5 batters for the Coyotes have reached base. The 0-1 is high for ball 1. Count now even. The 1-1. Fastball just a bit high as well. 2-1 now. Wave comes set. 2-1 delivery from the left-hander. Tried a breaking ball, but it's just a bit low. Count now 3-1. So Cook way ahead. Nowhere to put the Coastal 7-hole hitter. as the sun comes out once again here at Chattahoochee Valley. 3-1. Fastball right down the middle for strike two. Payoff pitch upcoming, and a big one at that from Waif. 3-2 delivery. That one popped foul, and it will get out of play. We will do it again. Rock Gerhardt, the 8-hole hitter, on deck. Wave's certainly looking for a punch out here. Try to keep everybody where they are on the base pass. 3-2 delivery. Fastball is high, and it will walk in a run. So that run once again charged to Duncan. We will have another mound meeting. And there will be another pitching change, so we're quickly going to take another break. We'll be back in a minute to tell you who the new CVCC pitcher is on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on. I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. Your score 6-0 Coyotes. Tell you about the new pitcher for the Pirates. Be number 16 right-hander Max Wilhide. Wilhide, 6'2", 175-pound freshman out of Warner Robins, Georgia. 5.92 ERA on the year, along with a 1-1 record, but inherits a mess. Bases loaded, nobody out still. First pitch chopped foul, 4-1. Wilhide has been a reliable option out of the bullpen. This is his 8th appearance. Has thrown 24 and a third innings. 27 strikeouts, 212 walks. That strikeout total is among the team leaders for the Pirates. Certainly needs him here. The 0-1 check swing and he went around. Quickly 0-2 to the 8-hole hitter Rock Gerhardt. So Wilhide comes set, the 0-2. Fastball blew it by him for the first out of the inning. So a big strikeout there from Wilhide. Pirates trying to limit the damage here so far in the top of the third. That will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Sean Green. Green had that 3-run homer out to left not that long ago. First pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Fallon, 4-1. Believe the line now officially closed for Chattahoochee Valley starter Evan Duncan. We will give that to you when we have it. After this pitch. That one's just outside, ball 2 again. Duncan goes 2 innings during the contest, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 6 earned runs allowed for the Pirates starter. The 2-0. That one popped foul over toward the Coastal dugout, but it will get down. 4-1. Kind of a check swing there. Ball made solid contact with the bat, but not enough for any Pirate defender to go make a play for the out. So 2-1 here from Wilhide. Right-hander delivers. That one popped straight up in the infield. The infield fly roll is called. Catch was made by Meeks anyway at third base, so a big second out as well. And Wilhide 1 out away from getting out of this jam. We will have a pitch hitter now for Seth Payne at a leadoff spot, and it will be number 29, Noah Eady. First pitch from Wilhide is outside for ball 1. Eady went 0 for 3 during game 1, got the start, batting out of the 9-hole, strikeout and 2 groundouts. He replaces Seth Payne here, who has struck out twice. The 1-0 fastball is taken down the middle for strike 1. Count now even. Delvecchio at third, Roberson out at second, and Cook at first. The 1-1. Breaking ball, nice pitch on the inside corner. And Wilhide ahead in the count now 1-2, looking to get out of the jam. Wilhide comes set, 1-2 delivery. That one fouled down the first base line. So Eady stays alive. So 1-2 again to Eady. Pitch from Wilhide. Swing and a miss. What a job by Max Wilhide coming out of the pen, getting out of the jam. But the Coyotes still add 3 in the top of the third. Your score, Coastal Alabama 6, Chattahoochee Valley nothing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. 8-9-1 due up for the Pirates. CVCC needs something offensively here in this frame after another 3-run top of the inning from the Coyotes. Your score now 6-0 Coastal South. As it'll be Jaden Nunez leading it off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the third. First pitch from Nicholas is high and outside for ball 1. Be interesting to see how Nicholas looks here to start this inning after sitting during the long frame from the Coyote offense. The 1-0. That one pop fouling out of play by Nunez for strike one. Nunez drawing the start today in game 2 as the designated hitter. Was the Pirates' second baseman back during game 1. 1-1 here. Pop foul out and out of play again. So 1-2 here to Nunez. Nine-hole hitter Michael Fallon on deck for the Pirates. 1-2 delivery. Fastball high and outside for ball 2. Nunez wearing number 28 for the Pirates. 2-2 delivery. And this one hits the Pirate DH on the hand. And it will be a leadoff hit by a pitch. So the Pirate offense did a good job during game 1 of when they got down on the scoreboard, they immediately responded. They did not do so bottom of the half of the last inning, but good start here with a leadoff base runner for the catcher, Michael Fallon. And they got Nunez picked off over there at first. Del Vecchio throws to the shortstop, and they will tag out Nunez for out number 1. So now 1 out here in the inning following Nunez being thrown out on the base pass. And Nicholas will head back to the windup. First pitch of the at-bat to Fallon. It's a fastball right down the middle, but it's called ball 1. Fallon, only his 9th appearance so far this season. Takes that one for ball 2. Quickly ahead in the count. Fallon, .222 batting average so far this season. He's also driven in 5 runs. Looking to make an impact today out of the 9-hole, the 2-0. That one's high as well, 3-0. Be interesting to see here if the green light is on. 3-0 delivery is outside, and it is a 1-out walk. So second walk of the game from Nicholas. Showing just how big being picked off a minute ago by Nunez was. Pirates would have had runners at first and second with nobody out for the top of the order. But still, it's a good situation for Chattahoochee Valley. Kendall Jackson to the plate. First pitch popped up into right center field. Right fielder coming over is under it, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Second time the leadoff hitter for CVCC has retired via the flyout today. And that will bring up the dangerous Amari Allen. Allen grounded out during his first plate appearance. First pitch from Nicholas, high and inside for ball 1. And they will say it clipped him. So the second hit by pitch of the inning for Nicholas. Allen will reach base. And they're at first and second now with 2 outs for Canyon Meeks. Meeks drew a walk back during the bottom of the first inning. First pitch grounded over toward the Pirate dugout for strike 1. Mentioned back at the start of the inning, be interesting to see how Nicholas looks following that long break in the dugout. Saw him over there near the Coyote bullpen just staying loose. But having some control issues here in the bottom half of the inning. A 1 popped up over toward the Coyote dugout, and it will be out of play for strike 2. So Meeks looking to get a base hit here. Trying to get something on the board for the Pirates. Down 6-0 in the bottom of the third. Oh-2 from Nicholas. That one's in the dirt. Nice block there by the catcher Cook. 4-1. Fallon out there at second. Amari Allen at first. 1-2 count, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. The pitch from Nicholas. Fouled into the net behind home plate. We will do it again. If you're CVCC, this is probably one of the guys you want up in this spot. Team leader in batting average and hits this season is Canyon Meeks, 374 and 37 hits. Chops that one foul to stay alive. Meeks has also driven in 21 runs. That ranks third best on this Pirates team this season. So we'll do it again, the 1-2. That one chopped over to third base. It is gloved by the third baseman, Edie, and stepped on the bag for out number 3. So the Pirates threaten here in the bottom of the third, but cannot scratch a run across. Your score still 6-0 Coastal South on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long-distance love. For the far-sighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back at Chattahoochee Valley. Getting ready for the top of the fourth inning. 2-3-4, the heart of the Coyote order due up against Max Wilhide. If you missed it during that last inning, Wilhide inherited a bases loaded, nobody out situation and proceeded to retire the next 3 batters in order without surrendering a run, 2 of which were via the strikeout. The first pitch is inside for ball 1 to the 2-hole hitter, London Prashad. Prashad hit by a pitch and singled in his 2 plate appearances so far this afternoon. That one is a strike from Wilhide. Count now even. One from Wilhide. Nice fastball there again, 1-2. Number 22, Kennedy Leggett on deck for the Coyotes. 1-2 delivery. Ball hit back up the middle. Shortstop gets a glove on it, throws across, and gets the out. Really nice defensive play there from Johnny Blue out there at short on a ball that was not An easy one to catch. So that will bring up Leggett. Leggett strikeout and an RBI single in his 2 plate appearances here in Game 2. Also had an RBI single back in Game 1. We're number 22 for the Coyotes, the sophomore out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Strike there from Will Hyde. Head 0-2 now. Right-hander into his motion. The 0-2. That went in the dirt, 1-2 now. One, two from Will Hyde. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Fallon will collect it. Throw down to first is in time for out number 2. So 3rd strikeout already for Max Wilhide. Been very impressive so far out of the bullpen. And with 2 outs, nobody on base, that will bring up the cleanup man, Derek Jellin. Jellin singled back during that last inning, but was stranded on base following the impressive job from Wilhide getting out of the jam. Jellin, a sophomore out of Niagara Falls, New York. That one's tipped into the mitt. 4-2. Mentioned back earlier today, this Coastal Alabama South roster is one with players scattered from all across the nation. 0-2 delivery, that one popped foul and out of play. So Wilhide looking to retire Jellin, the 0-2. Breaking ball chopped out to third base. Glove by the third baseman would be a tough play, and the speed of Jellin will win out. So another single for the Coyote cleanup hitter, his 2nd of the game. It would have been a tough play to make out there at third base by Canyon Meeks, as that ball was chopped so high in the air. By the time Meeks got it into his glove, Jellin was already halfway to 3/4 of the way down the first base line. So that will be a 2-out base runner for the Coyotes. And it will bring up Tyler Delvecchio. First pitch from Wilhide in the dirt. Fallon, nice job stopping it though. No advance out there at first base. Following ball 1. Delvecchio in his 2 plate appearances so far today, a strikeout and a walk. Was also one of the runners stranded on base last inning. Pitch from Wilhide, nice fastball, 4-1, bringing the count to even. One delivery. That fastball is low in the dirt for ball 2. Delvecchio back in game 1, had an RBI single, also struck out and grounded out. Check swing, the umpire at home plate says he does go around. Count now 2-2 with 2 outs. Wilhide looking to get out of another inning here. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. Max Wilhide, strikeout number 4 on the day out of relief. Pirates will head in the dugout looking to get some runs. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. Your score 6-0 Coastal Alabama South. As we head for the bottom of the fourth inning. Connor Cosby set to lead it off for the Pirates. Spencer Nicholas back out there for Coastal Alabama. 3 really good innings so far for the Coastal left-hander. First pitch chopped foul over toward the Coyote dugout for strike 1. Nicholas so far through 3 innings, no hits allowed, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, no runs. Nicholas into his windup, the 0-1. Fastball a little bit high and inside for ball 1. One here from Nicholas. That one hit out to first base. First baseman Delvecchio knocks it in the air. Throw will go to second. Roberson's toss over to first, not in time, and it will be a single for Connor Cosby. So the first hit of the day for the Pirates. No hitter for Nicholas last 3 innings. So the Pirates are in the hit column now. Leadoff man on base for Grayson Hall. First pitch hit down the right field line. Right fielder is over on the foul line, and he will make the play for out number 1. So second fly out for Grayson Hall. We'll bring up number 13, Brody Pierce. Pierce a strikeout victim in his first plate appearance. Looking to potentially do some damage here with 1 out. First pitch fastball high and outside for ball 1. The 0-1. Nice breaking ball, but a good eye from Pierce there, leaving it outside, 2-0. Pierce, a freshman out of Clanton, Alabama. Batting 6th today for the Pirates here in game 2. The 2-0. And that one will hit Pierce in the back. So be a base runner again. The 3rd hit by a pitch so far today from Nicholas. Will give the Pirates runners at first and second with 1 out for Johnny Blue. Blew a fly out during his first plate appearance. First pitch is low and outside. Blue, a freshman on this Pirates team, infielder out of Bethlehem, Georgia. Getting the start at shortstop here in game 2. The 1-0. That one popped on the infield. And they will call the infield fly rule. So the batter is retired. Delvecchio makes the catch anyways. So second fly out of the game for Blue, and that will bring up Jaden Nunez with 2 outs. Nunez trying to get a big hit here for the Pirates. He was hit by a pitch in his first and only plate appearance here in Game 2. First pitch from Nicholas. That ball hammered back to center field. Coming in as the center fielder, and he will make a diving catch. A heck of a play out there in center field. So the Pirates threaten once again in the bottom of the fourth, but again, the defense of Coastal South getting out of the jam. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. 6-0 lead for Coastal Alabama South. So we head to the top of the 5th inning. Grayson Roberson set to lead it off for the Coyotes against Pirates pitcher Max Wilhide. Wilhide coming off back-to-back stellar innings as he delivers a first pitch strike on a breaking ball to Roberson. Over his 2 innings so far, Wilhide has yet to allow a hit or a walk or a run. He's also struck out 4 batters during that span as well, as that one's fouled away, and he is quickly ahead 0-2. From the right-hander, chopped at the plate, out to first base. Fielding it is Pierce, and he will flip to his pitcher Wilhide for out number 1. So Harrison Cook will step up now, Coyote catcher. First pitch of the at-bat from Wilhide is a fastball called strike 1. (0-1) from Wilhide. That one popped foul, and it will get out of play. Quickly 0-2. Right-hander doing a really good job here, getting ahead in the count so far this inning. Wilhide into his motion. 0-2. Just a bit high, bringing the count to 1-2. One-two delivery. Fouled into the net, and we will do it again. Rock Gerhardt would be on deck for the Coyotes. We will see him regardless of the outcome of this at-bat. 1-2 from Wilhide. In the dirt, 2-2. Cook, a pair of walks so far today. He's going to have to do a good job here in the count if he wants to get a third here. However, he could just do that and hit it out into right field for a 1-out single. First hit allowed today for Wilhide out of the pen. And that will bring up Rock Gerhardt. Gerhardt out of the 8-hole, a walk and a strikeout so far today. Has also scored a run. First pitch fastball delivered for strike one. Oh, 1. Nice breaking ball, 0-2. So Will Hyde again getting ahead in the count. Cook takes his lead at first base. The 0-2 to Gerhardt. Swing and a miss, blows a fastball right by him. Strikeout number 5 for the right-hander. Second time Gerhardt has been retired via the punch-out today. Now 2 outs in the inning for Sean Green. Green had the 3-run homer earlier in this game. Pickoff attempt gets away from the first baseman Pierce. And Cook will head down to second. And that ball will go out of play, and he will be granted second base anyways. So runner now in scoring position for the Coyotes with 2 outs for Green. It's already gone deep once today. First pitch of the at-bat, breaking ball, called ball 1. One 0 from Will Hyde. Tries the breaking ball again. This time it's called for a strike. Top of the order in Edie would be on deck. Imagine Will Hyde would want to see him next inning. The 1-1 chopped foul down the third base line for strike 2. Head in the count here, 1-2, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Your score, Coastal Alabama 6, Chattahoochee Valley nothing here in game 2. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him on a check swing. Strikeout number 6 for Will Hyde. And that will do it for the top of the 5th. So the Coyotes threaten, but Will Hyde again getting out of a jam. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on. I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley for the bottom of the 5th inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Pirates. Michael Fallon, the catcher, the first of those. Walked during his lone plate appearance so far here today. Spencer Nicholas back out there on the mound. His first pitch of the inning is a fastball outside for ball 1. Nicholas through 4 innings has given up 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs. Has a 6-0 lead here. As that one's in the dirt, 4-2. Has in recent innings had the leadoff hitter reach base though, but has done a good job after that of kind of bouncing back and getting out of a potential jam. 2-0 fouled into the net, 4-1. It's a very important at bat here from Nicholas though, with the top of the Pirate order on deck in Kendall Jackson. Two-1 here from Nicholas. Fastball right down the middle, strike 2. Count now even. Benching Jackson on deck. Fallon looking to give the Pirates a leadoff base runner. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third punch out of the day for Nicholas. And that will bring up the top of the order in Kendall Jackson. Jackson, a pair of flyouts so far. Looking to get something going here for the Pirates offensively. First pitch of the at-bat from Nicholas. Breaking ball called strike 1. The 0-1. That one hit out to right field. Right fielder does not have to move very far, though. Makes the catch for out number 2. So a very loud second out for Jackson. Third time today he's retired via a pop-out. And that will bring up Amari Allen with 2 outs. And if you're Coastal South, this is an absolute win facing Allen with nobody on base. First pitch of the at-bat is high for ball 1. Allen a ground out and a hit by a pitch in his 2 plate appearances so far today. The 1-0 is high, 2-0. 368 batting average coming into today for Allen. Team leader in doubles, home runs, slugging percentage, walks, and on base percentage. Been a very productive season so far for Allen. And he is way ahead in the count now, 3-0. Be interesting to see here if they would give Allen the green light. 3-0 count. He did not have it, and it is a 2-out walk. So Allen will reach base. Third walk of the game for Nicholas. And that will bring up Canyon Meeks. Meeks looking to get a big hit for the Pirates here. See if they can move Allen over. First pitch swinging, hits it out to center field. Center fielder is back on it, and he will make the catch just shy of the wall right in front of the 375 sign. So the Pirates get a 2-out base runner via the walk, but cannot get anything across. We'll take a break. 6-0 Coastal Alabama South on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on. I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
Welcome back here, Georgia Alabama Sports Live from CVCC today. Matt Melton, your play-by-play guy, joined by producer Mazzani Matthews. 6-0 lead for the Coastal Alabama South Coyotes. As beginning the top of the 6th is a strike one called from Max Wilhide to the leadoff man, Noah Edey. Edey subbed in for Seth Payne earlier in this contest, struck out in his most recent at-bat. That one is hammered out into left field, and it will be a leadoff single for Edey. Only the second hit allowed from Wilhide in 3 innings of relief. So that will now bring up London Prashad. With nobody out, runner at first. First pitch of the at-bat from Wilhide is called for strike one. Prashad, a hit by a pitch, single and a ground out so far today in game 2. The 0-1. Right down the middle on a fastball, 0-2. And Wilhide way ahead now. Oh-2 here from Wilhide. Fastball called high, ball 1. So a 1-2 count here to Prashad. Kennedy Leggett would be on deck. 1-2 delivery. That ball is low and outside for ball 2. Count now even. Edey leading at first base following the leadoff single. 2-2 count here to Prashad. Chop foul at the plate. We will do it again. Real quick, want to say a big quick thank you once again to our presenting sponsors here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. Also a big thank you to Carol Purdue at State Farm for sponsoring our first inning of action here today at CVCC. The 2-2 is low in the dirt outside, and the count is now full. To Prashad. Be interesting to see if Edey is potentially on the move over there at first base. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down to first, but it will get away from Pierce and into right field. Edey will advance to second on the throwing error from the catcher Fallon. So Prashad retired via the punch out, but the throwing error does allow Edey to advance out to second. Put him in scoring position for Leggett, who has already driven in an RBI single so far in this game. First pitch of the at-bat from Wilhide is a strike on a breaking ball. The 0-1 from the right-hander. Another breaking ball. This one popped up down the first base side into foul territory, and making the catch is the first baseman, Pierce, for out number 2. No advance out there at second from Edey. And a big second out of the inning for Derek Jellin steps to the plate. Jellin already 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. First pitch from Wilhide. Jellin gets a bunt down, third base side. Wilhide fields. He will not have a throw at first base with the speed of Jellin, and it is a 2-out bunt single. So third hit of the game already for Jellin. And they're at the corners now with 2 outs for Del Vecchio. That also only the 3rd hit allowed by Will Hyde. First pitch to Del Vecchio is a fastball for strike 1. Top of the 6th inning here at CVCC. Coastal Alabama South with a 6-0 lead. Ball hit out to short. Fielded on a hop. Throw across the diamond. Nice stretch over there by Pierce for out number 3. So Will Hyde gets out of yet another jam. But Coastal still leads 6-0. Pirates head to the dugout looking for some runs on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score, Coastal South 6, Chattahoochee Valley nothing. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Pirates. First of those is Connor Cosby. First pitch of the at-bat from Nicholas is delivered for a ball low and outside for ball 1. Cosby 1 for 2 on the day here in game 2. Strikeout and a single. Reached base in his most recent at bat. The 1-1. That one's just a bit inside, now 2-1. Pirates have yet to get that extra hit today against Nicholas so far. Left-hander doing a good job keeping the Pirates lineup in tow. That one is low and outside, 3-1 now. Chattahoochee Valley threatening with a leadoff base runner once again. The 3-1. That one's taken for a called strike 2. Count now full. Full count here to Cosby. Grayson Hall will be on deck for Chattahoochee Valley. The payoff pitch. That one is high and inside for ball 4, and it is a leadoff walk for Cosby. So the 4th walk of the day surrendered by Nicholas. Leadoff base runner here with nobody out for Grayson Hall, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. First pitch of the at-bat, taken right down the middle for strike 1. Oh, 1 here. Hall bounces it over to third. They go to second for 1 on the turn, and they got him. So Hall grounds into the double play. 2 big outs there for Nicholas. And again, escaping a potential jam following a leadoff base runner. Kind of been one of the big storylines here in game 2. That will now bring up Brody Pierce with 2 outs and nobody on base. First pitch low and outside for ball 1. to Pierce. Pierce, the CVCC first baseman. That one is high, 2-0. Pirates have only been able to manage one hit so far today against Nicholas. (2-0) delivers a strike down the middle, 2-1. Nicholas has done a good job of limiting hits. Has struggled a little bit with command so far. Has walked 4 batters, or excuse me, has walked 3 batters. Also hit a few by pitch, but is overall keeping this very talented Pirates lineup in tow. Only 1 hit allowed. Heading the count now, 1-2. 2-strike delivery from the left-hander. Is inside. That will bring the count to full 3-2 now. On deck for Chattahoochee Valley would be Johnny Blue, the shortstop. Payoff pitch from the left-hander. And that is called strike 3. So 4th strikeout of the game for Nicholas. And that will retire the Pirates in order. Your score, Coastal Alabama 6, Chattahoochee Valley nothing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
For the big, for the small.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back here for the top of the 7th. Georgia Alabama Sports Live at CVCC. Grayson Roberson will now lead off the top of the 7th for the Coyotes. 6-0 lead. It has been all Coastal Alabama South here in Game 2. First pitch of the at-bat from Will Hyde is strike 1 on a breaking ball. Roberson 1 for 3 on the day, an RBI single with a pair of ground outs. Quickly behind in the count 0-2 here following 2 really nice breaking balls from Will Hyde. (0-2) delivery. That one's in the dirt. 4-1. Roberson entered play today with a .317 batting average on the year. Started both games for the Coyotes out there at second base. Also tied for the team lead with 33 hits on the year. That one popped up over into foul territory and out of play. Roberson is also leading the team in at-bats this season. Fouls that one over the Coyote dugout and out of play. Count still 1-2. So the 1-2 here from Wilhide. Check swing, fouls that one away as well down the right side. It's a Coastal Alabama South team looking to snap what is now a 4-game losing streak, excuse me. Fouls that one away again on the right side. 3 of those 4 losses have come to Chattahoochee Valley. The game 1 loss here today, and then back on April 2nd down in Bay Minette where the Coyotes are based out of. Losing both. Check swing, called strike 3 there. Punch out number 8 so far for Wilhide. So 1 out here in the inning. That will bring up the Coyote catcher Harrison Cook. Cook 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Also has a pair of walks and has scored a run. Been on base all 3 at bats. First pitch, check swing, 4 strike 1. Oh, 1 here from Wilhide. That one down and away on a breaking ball, 1-1. Right-hander has been very, very impressive in relief. 1-1. Nice breaking ball there, 1-2. Through 4 1/3 innings so far, Wilhide has surrendered 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. Inherited a mess back in the top of the 3rd inning. Has been dominant ever since. That one grounded back up the middle, though. It's the 2nd hit of the game for Cook. 4th time he has reached base. So the Coastal catcher having a day. And that will bring up Rock Gerhardt. First pitch of the at-bat from Wilhide is low and inside for ball 1. Infield shifted a little bit to the third base side aside from the first baseman, Pierce. Third baseman, Meeks, playing essentially on the bag. Second baseman shifted toward the bag as well. Swing and a miss there, strike 1. Eight hits so far here in game 2 for Coastal Alabama South. Only 1 for Chattahoochee Valley. Fastball inside there, 2-1. Two-one from Wilhide upcoming. Nice breaking ball there, strike 2. Tell you, the right-hander has really had that breaking ball working today. He's been able to locate it very well. Do not have stats in front of me related to that, but I would assume that his breaking ball has been called for strikes a vast majority of the time he has thrown it. 2-strike pitch is grounded out to second base, and it is through into right field, excuse me. No further advance at second by Cook. It is a 1-out single for Gerhardt. And that will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Sean Green. Green had the 3-run homer earlier in this game. First pitch of the at-bat from Wilhide, fouled into the Pirate dugout for strike 1. Green, a redshirt freshman out of Woodstock, Georgia. Oh, 1 here from Wilhide. Check swing. Home plate umpire says he did go around. Quickly 0-2. So 0-2 count here. 1 out in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Wilhide. That one chopped out to short. They will go to third with it. and the throw is dug out by Kenyon Meeks. Johnny Blue got a glove on it, decided to go to the third. Throw was a bit low, but a nice defensive stop, or nice defensive play there by Meeks. Big second out here in the inning, as that brings up the top of the order in Noah Eady. First pitch of the at-bat here to Eady. 4-strike-1 is a fastball. Big play there by Meeks, too, because that would have potentially put runners either at second and third if Blue had gone to first base for the out, or then maybe they might not have gotten the out and they would have been loaded with one out. That one's low in the dirt. Nice stop there from Fallon. But nevertheless, they're at first and second still, so the Pirates are not out of the woods yet. But there are 2 outs. 1-1 to Eady. Nice breaking ball there again, strike 2. Will Hyde looking for strikeout number 9 on the day. Right-hander comes set. 1-2 pitch. Nice fastball down the middle, strike 3, and it is strikeout number 9 for Will Hyde. So the Pirate right-hander having a day. CVCC looking for some runs. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall, for everyone.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley Community College. 6-0 lead for the Coastal Alabama South Coyotes over the home team Pirates. As we enter the bottom of the 7th inning, Johnny Blue set to lead it off for the Pirates. Blue sitting at 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of flyouts. Be 7, 8, 9 due up for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat from Nicholas. It's a fastball high for ball 1. One-0 here from the left-hander. High and outside again, 2-0. Spencer Nicholas has been essentially cruising out there on the mound. Has struggled a bit at times with some walks and hit by pitches, but he has only surrendered 1 hit to this Pirates lineup so far today, as that one's called strike. That's certainly saying something, too, against a lineup as good as Chattahoochee Valley's is. They came into today with a .312 team batting average. Hit out to left field. Moving over and under it is the left fielder for out number 1. Third fly out of the game for Blue, and that will bring up the DH, Jaden Nunez. Nunez a hit by a pitch and a line out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat from Nicholas is low and inside for ball 1. That fastball is outside as well, 4-2. Nunez way ahead in the count here. Fastball inside again, 3-0. Nunez in the driver's seat. .30 delivery. Fastball taken for strike one. Still way ahead in the count, 3-1. Michael Fallon, Pirate catcher, is on deck. 3-1 delivery. That one is outside, and it is a one-out walk. So fifth walk of the game surrendered by Nicholas. And that will bring up Michael Fallon, runner at first, 1 out. Fallon out of the 9-hole, a walk and a strikeout in his 2 trips to the plate so far here today. First pitch of the at-bat, fouled into the net for strike one. Oh, 1 here to Fallon. Left-hander delivers, swing and a miss, strike two on a high fastball. So an 0-2 count here, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Nunez at first base following the 1-out walk. Michael Fallon at the plate for CVCC, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Fallon retired via the punch-out, strikeout number 5 on the day for Nicholas. And that'll flip the lineup card over for Kendall Jackson. First pitch taken for strike one. Oh, 1 here to Jackson. Fastball high and outside, ball 1. 1-1 count here. 6-0 lead for Coastal Alabama South in game 2 against the Chattahoochee Valley Pirates. Nunez on the move, 1-1. There is no throw down, so Nunez will still second. Pitch was called a strike, so it is now 1-2 to Jackson. So a 1-2 up here to Jackson. Ball grounded out to short. Jellin has it. He will throw across the diamond, but the throw is not in time. Nice hustle there down the line from Jackson. That ball will be rolled an infield single. The speed of Jackson on display there, and that will keep the Pirates inning alive with 2 outs for Amari Allen. Certainly a hitter that this Coastal Alabama South coaching staff probably did not want to see here in this inning, with runners on base. Nicholas will check on the runner at first. Jackson slides back in safely. Allen ground out, hit by a pitch, and a walk in his 3 trips to the plate here in game 2. First pitch of the at-bat will come after another pickoff attempt. Jackson back in safely once again. Nicholas comes set to the plate. First pitch, breaking ball, outside corner, strike one. Nunez at third, Jackson at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Potential base hit with Jackson at first running on contact. And with his speed, certainly might be enough to score a run. They got him picked off. Jackson throw down to second is in time, and they got him. So that will do it for the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score still Coastal Alabama South 6, Chattahoochee Valley nothing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back to Chattahoochee Valley. Your score 6-0 as we head to the 8th inning. Max Wilhide back out there on the mound to face the heart of the Coyote order, London Prashad, the first of those. First pitch breaking ball, taking strike one. Prashad a hit by a pitch, single, ground out, and a strikeout so far today, making his 5th plate appearance here in Game 2. Quickly down 0-2, though, to Wilhide, who is searching for strikeout number 10. Right-hander delivers. That one is in the dirt and past the catcher Fallon for ball one. One-two delivery from Wilhide. Fastball right down the middle, called strike 3, and it is strikeout number 10 for the right-hander. So Max Wilhide having a day for the Chattahoochee Valley Pirates. And that will bring up Kennedy Leggett with 1 out. First pitch fastball taken, strike 1 by Leggett. Strikeout, RBI single, strikeout, and flyout his 4 trips to the plate here in Game 2. Breaking ball chop foul down the third base line and is quickly 0-2. So Wilhide looking for a quick inning to try to get the Pirates bats back in the lineup. Chattahoochee Valley only able to muster 2 hits so far against starter Spencer Nicholas for the Coyotes. The 0-2. Fastball high, Leggett did not offer, 1-2. So 1-2 delivery. That one is outside, 2-2 now. Tried the pitch low and outside. Leggett did not offer, though. Count now full 2-2, or excuse me, even 2-2. Right-hander delivers. That one popped foul and out of play. We will do it again. 6-0 lead for Coastal Alabama South here in the top of the 8th inning. 2-2 from Wilhide. That one popped out to center field. Jackson going back at the wall, and it is gone off the batter's eye. Ball crushed from Kennedy Leggett, and it is 7-0 Coyotes. Dead center field here at Chattahoochee Valley is about 375 feet. That one was hit near the top, it looked like, of the batter's eye on the right side. Ball might have gone 400 feet should that batter's eye not have been there. Strike delivered there from Wilhide to the 4-hole hitter Derek Jellin. That one hit out to center field. Jackson is under this one, though, and he will make the catch. So a nice bounce back there from Wilhide. 2 outs now in the inning. For Tyler Delvecchio. First pitch of the at-bat from Wilhide. Grounded foul down the third base line. Delvecchio 0 for 3 with a walk today here in game 2. Back in game 1 did have an RBI single. 0-1 swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 0-2. Wilhide now way ahead. Right-hander goes into his motion, the 0-2. Paints a corner, strike 3. Strikeout number 11 on the day for Wilhide. But the Coyotes add to their lead with a solo home run from Kennedy Leggett. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. Georgia Alabama Sports Live on the campus today of Chattahoochee Valley Community College for this conference showdown between the Pirates and the visiting Coastal Alabama South Coyotes out of Bay Minette, Alabama. First pitch of the bottom of the 8th is a ball high delivered to Amari Allen. Allen was at bat when the previous inning ended via a thrown out on a pickoff attempt. 7-0 lead here for the Coyotes. The 1-0. That one taken down the middle for strike 1. Spencer Nicholas has been absolutely outstanding today on the mound for the Coyotes. Only surrendered 2 hits to this very talented CV lineup. Pitch delivered high, 2-1 now. 2-1 to Allen. That one hit out to left field. Left fielder coming in and is under it, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So Allen retired via a fly out. And that will bring up Canyon Meeks. Meeks, a walk out, a ground out, and a fly out during his 3 trips to the plate here in game 2. First pitch of the at-bat to Meeks is inside for ball 1 from Nicholas. 1-0 pitch. That one is high and outside for ball 2. Nicholas is through 7 1/3 scoreless innings so far for the Coyotes, giving up only 2 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, no earned runs. 2-0 is delivered for a strike right down the middle, 2-1. 2-1 from Nicholas. That ball hammered out to left field. Left fielder going back on it at the wall, and it is gone. Solo home run over the scoreboard for Canyon Meeks. And Chattahoochee Valley is on the board. So still 1 out here in the inning. That will bring up Connor Cosby. First pitch of the at-bat, ball called low. One-0 here to Cosby. Pitch down the middle, called strike 1. Count now even. So a 7-1 game here now. Nicholas into his windup, 1-1. That one tipped at the plate for strike 2. Grayson Hall on deck for the Pirates. We will see him in this inning here with 1 out. That one hit down the first base line and down into the corner in right field. Cosby rounds first, heads to second, and he will hold up there at second base. So a 1-out double for Cosby has the Pirates back in runner in scoring position once again. Cosby's second hit here of game 2. The Pirates' offense has already doubled their hit output against Nicholas in this inning, as they had the whole game coming into the bottom of the 8th. First pitch, strike 1 from Nicholas to Grayson Hall. Hall 0 for 3 on the day. Fly out, ground out. His 3 plate appearances, excuse me. The 0-1. That one's outside, 1-1. No action in the Coyote bullpen for now. So it appears this is all Nicholas's game. 1-1 here to Hall. That pitch is outside, 2-1. So a 2-1 count here to Grayson Hall. Pitch from Nicholas. Fastball high, ball 3. Brody Pierce on deck for the Pirates. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. 3-1. That one's high, and it's a 1-out walk. 6th walk of the game for Nicholas. And we will have a visit to the mound for the Coyotes. So it looks like they will scramble to get somebody warming up down there in the bullpen, down the first base line. A 7-1 lead here for Coastal Alabama South in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pirates starting to make things a little bit interesting here. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Already 1 run across in the inning. As that will bring up Brody Pierce. Pierce struck out and hit by a pitch so far here today. Cosby out there at second, Hall at first. Still 1 out in the inning. Pitch from Nicholas, fastball outside, ball 1. One-0 here to Pierce. Fastball called strike 1. One count here, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. First and second for the Pirates. The 1-1 to Pierce. Leaves that one up, 2-1. Johnny Blue is on deck for the Pirates, if needed to bat in this inning. 2-1. That one pops straight up. Catcher Cook is under it, and it was off his glove and will drop. So it would have been a difficult play to make. But Brody Pierce with a new life here at the plate. 2-2 count with 1 out. Two here to Pierce. That ball hit out to center field. Center fielder going back on it, and he will make the catch just shy of the wall. Cosby tags and heads to third, and he will get there safely. So they are at the corners now with 2 outs. So with 2 outs here and runners at the corners in the bottom of the 8th, it will be Johnny Blue stepping to the plate. Blue 0 for 3 on the day with 3 flyouts. Looking to get a potential big hit here for the Pirates. Cosby at third, Hall at first. First pitch to Blue is a fastball high for ball 1. Nicholas comes set. 1-0 delivery. That one's high and outside as well, 2-0. Two-0 count here. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Pitch to Blue. That one's taken for strike 1. Fastball on the outside corner. 2-1 count. Pitch to Blue. The ball popped up down the first base line. Del Vecchio giving chase. Be a tough play, and he cannot make it. So Blue with new life here at the plate. 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Two-two delivery. That one hits blue, and the bases are now loaded for CV. Fourth batter hit by a pitch today for Nicholas. And the bases are now loaded for Jaden Nunez. And it looks like we will have a meeting at the mound, and that might be it for Spencer Nicholas on the mound. So there will be a pitching change for the Coyotes. We're going to take a break. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for Coastal South when we come back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on. I'm clearing my head.
And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join in club or online today. Deal ends soon. See club for details.
And welcome back here to Chattahoochee Valley. We have a pitching change for the Coyotes. Replacing starter Spencer Nicholas will be the right-hander number 30, Coleman Capaci. Capaci, a sophomore out of Metairie, Louisiana, Archbishop Rummel High School. He will inherit the bases loaded with two outs to Jaden Nunez, who swings and misses at strike one. Capaci has been a go-to arm for the Coyotes out of the pen this season. 7.36 ERA, 1-1 record, making his 12th relief appearance. The 0-1. Fastball outside, ball one. Nunez hit by a pitch, line out, and a walk. Has also stolen a base here in game two so far. Looking for a big hit here for the Pirates. 1-1. Breaking ball fouled into the net, 1-2. The 1-2. Nunez pops that one out to right field. Right fielder is under it, and Capaci will get out of the jam unscathed. And that will do it for the bottom of the eighth. Your score still Coastal South 7, Chattahoochee Valley 1 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. Seeing different high schools, the local.
One out here in the top of the ninth for Harrison Cook. First pitch of the at-bat from Will Hyde. Outside for ball one. With Capaci getting out of that base and loaded jam back in the bottom of the eighth, that officially closed the line on Coastal starter Spencer Nicholas. We will give his line to you here. Nicholas went 7 2/3 innings, allowed only 4 hits, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts, and only 1 earned run, which came via the solo homer from Canyon Meeks. Two-one here from Will Hyde to Harrison Cook. Swing and a miss. Ball tipped into the glove. 2-2. Will Hyde into his motion. The 2-2. Breaking ball called. Strike 3. Strikeout number 12 on the day for Will Hyde. Been absolutely sensational out of the bullpen. Only really one blemish in the solo home run to Kennedy Leggett last inning. That will bring up Rock Gerhardt out of the 8-hole. First pitch, strike 1. Breaking ball there, strike 2. Will Hyde way ahead in the count now, 0-2. The 0-2. Check swing. Throw down to first from Fallon is in time, and Will Hyde with a quick 1-2-3 ninth. Last call for the Pirates. Your score 7-1 Coastal South on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierra trucks. 1500s, 2500s, every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
And welcome back here for the bottom of the 9th inning. Pirates down to their last 3 outs. They need 6 runs to keep this game alive. or 7 to win it. Coleman Capaci back out there on the mound for the Coyotes. Got out of the bases loaded jam in the bottom of the 8th. One-0 pitch here. Called strike 1. Just a reminder, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game will be our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. 1-1 delivery here. Fastball taken just a bit low. 4-2. On deck for Chattahoochee Valley will be the top of the order in Kendall Jackson. Count now 3-1. So if there is a potential comeback to be had here in the bottom of the 9th, you got the part of the lineup that you want coming up to do so. Three-one delivery. Check swing, they said he went around. So the count is now full with Jackson on deck. The payoff pitch. Fastball high and outside, and it is a leadoff walk. So that will bring up Kendall Jackson. First pitch to the at-bat from Capaci. Breaking ball called strike 1 on Jackson. Jackson 1 for 4 on here in game 2. 2 flyouts, a line out, and a single in his most recent at-bat. That one check swing, they say he went around. Now 1-1 count now, I believe. Or excuse me, 0-2. So the 0-2 here to Jackson. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop there from the catcher Cook. Count now 1-2. 7-1 lead here for Coastal South in the bottom of the 9th. Pirates down to their last 3 outs. Trying to sweep the doubleheader is Chattahoochee Valley. The 1-2. Nice breaking ball just outside though, 2-2 now. Count 2-2 to Kendall Jackson. Capaci delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So a big first strikeout there from the right-hander, and that will bring up Amari Allen. With 1 out. Runner at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th for Amari Allen. Capaci's first pitch is low. It gets past the catcher Cook, and the runner will advance down to second base. So that takes away a potential double play that would have ended it. Count now 1-0 to Allen. One-0 from Capaci. Fastball just a bit low. That's 2-0 now. Fastball outside, 3-0. Allen way ahead in the count. Be Canyon Meeks on deck for the Pirates. Meeks is the one who did hit the home run earlier for CV. 3-0, called strike one. Three and one here to Allen. Just a bit outside, ball four, and it is a one-out walk. And that will bring up Canyon Meeks. Meeks responsible for the Pirates' lone run here in game two. Solo home run last inning. In addition to that homer, he has also walked, grounded out, and flown out in his trips to the plate. First pitch from Capaci. That one fouled over toward the Coyote dugout for strike one. Temperature definitely starting to drop a little bit here at Chattahoochee Valley. Still probably low 60s. Oh, 1 to Meeks. That one fouled out of play down the right side. Quickly 0-2. Connor Cosby would be on deck for Chattahoochee Valley if Meeks reaches here. Still one out in the bottom of the ninth. That one fouled away. Good job from Meeks staying alive. Capaci comes set. The 0-2. That one fouled away again by Meeks. Pirate third baseman putting up a fight here. Meeks, a sophomore out of Harris County, Georgia. The 0-2. Meeks grounds it out to first. Del Vecchio will take the out at first base. Steps on the bag for out number 2. Runners do advance. Pirates now down to their final out, and it will be Connor Cosby stepping to the plate. Cosby 2 for 3 here in game 2. Strikeout, single, walk, double are his plate appearances so far, with his 5th upcoming against Capaci. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball outside, ball 1. One 0 to Cosby. Fastball outside again, 2-0. Two-0 count here to the Pirate right fielder. Fastball again. This one's called for a strike though. 2-1. Pirates down to their final out. Trailing 7-1 here in the bottom of the ninth. Runners at second and third. The 2-1. This one popped up, foul and out of play down the third base line. Count now even. Count even, 2-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Delivery from Capaci. Fastball just a bit outside. Count now full. So the payoff pitch upcoming here to Cosby. Kapachi comes set. 3-2 delivery. This one popped foul, and we will do it again. Kapachi comes set again. Payoff pitch upcoming. Right-hander delivers. Check swing, and they will ring him up, strike 3, and that will do it. So Coastal Alabama South salvages game 2 of the doubleheader. But Chattahoochee Valley still wins the season series over the Coyotes, 3-1. And now for your Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, it will go to Coastal Alabama South starter Spencer Nicholas. Left-hander goes 7 2/3 innings, allows only 1 earned run, which is a solo homer. 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 6 walks. Did a really nice job of keeping this Chattahoochee Valley lineup kind of limited in the hit column. Also have to give a shout out to Chattahoochee Valley's Max Wilhide. 7 outstanding innings out of the bullpen for the Pirates, where he gave up only 1 run, 5 hits, and 12 strikeouts with no walks. So that will do it here from Chattahoochee Valley. Just want to say a big quick thank you once again to our presenting sponsors at Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. Thank them for all that they do for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Also want to say thank you to Carol Purdue at State Farm for sponsoring the first inning of action here today. For Matt Melton, producer Mazzani Matthews, we'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.